Hey guys, and welcome back to my quest to learn Source Filmmaker. This is part 2, I believe, of my quest to learn Source Filmmaker, and I shall actually be using it today. What I've done is I've actually messed around with it just a bit. I've actually watched through all the Source Filmmaker tutorials from the Valve YouTube page, and so I got the basics down. I'll still keep referring to it along the course, but it's probably best that I experiment just a bit because I take my time just messing around with things, and then I'll kind of come back and redo things with you guys just so that we're on the same page. So what we have is Source Filmmaker right here. I work things in the window because my computer's a bit unstable and will probably crash at any time. I've got bad experience with that. So what we have here, can make a session. I just call it a session. Session 1. Alright, working at 30 frames per second. And let's just go ahead and create. So we got our program here, which after some messing around, very much like 3ds Max, kind of like Adobe After Effects, kind of like Sony Vegas, kind of all that. So I'm semi-familiar with it. It's just there's so much potential for this thing. It's absolutely amazing. I just wish I had more time to work with it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna load a map. I'm going to be loading. Which one should I load? I'll load Gravel Pit. Okay. So let's load up Gravel Pit. Takes its time to load. So I've already just released a small clip, my first SFM clip of a kind of six player moving through Badlands. It was alright. I'm happy with the results. There's still a lot to work around. Can't quite get my head around the lighting properly, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes with that. Otherwise, it should be fun to go along. I'll try to keep these under half an hour. If you guys are willing to listen to me talk for half an hour. Yeah, just that's kind of creepy because I couldn't bear to listen to myself for half an hour, and god damn, why is it taking so long to load Gravel Pit? Right, okay, so just going through it all, just go through the Source Filmmaker tutorials and they'll teach you everything in the basics. I'll kind of go through things that took me a while to get my head around, and then I just kind of work around it. So we have Gravel Pit, and kind of like in 3ds Max, I know you guys don't use it, I barely used it, or in After Effects, you got to work with the camera. That would tell you how to do it. So you can see we'll create a new camera. So now what we can do is if I hold mouse 1, I can fly around just like I was smoothing in-game demos. So that's pretty cool. Now, what do I want to do? I think I want do I want them moving out of here? Do I want 6 players moving out of here? Where do I want them moving out of? So I'm just moving around with WASD. Oh, that looks like an alright place. I kind of want the sun to shine down. So this looks like a good place to have, they can move out, they'll jump down, you get the light shining on their face, moving out on granary. So I have this as my camera. That's my camera here. You can change the layouts to different types of complete work setup. So I'll leave it as default for now, but I might change it around later. I'll try to create a custom one a bit later that can work for everything. I do. So right now, what I can do is if I press F11, I have an even smaller HUD, and that is so goddamn loud, it is ridiculous. I'll change the volume. God damn it, that's loud. Why is that so loud? Okay. There we go. So, what I can do is I can move around. Actually, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to be moving around. We're going to be having everyone walk out of here. So, very simply, we're just going to go back to F11. And then I shall record. I'll record a scout walking out here. And I'll record all the other guys walking out as well. So, press record. All this stuff I don't change. I might find out what they all do later. But yeah, okay, record. So 1, 2, 3, and whee! Awesome. So press F11 again and again, and we have our first clip. Run, 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 jump, jump. Now, this camera is set to my player model, so if I just click on that, I got my work camera again, and I want my work camera to be here. Meh. Okay, so if I was to scrub through like that, run through like that. Okay, I'll probably animate the camera again, but let's have something like this for now. That's alright. Okay, so actually you can't see shit all. Alright, yeah, that's a bit better. Maybe if I were to zoom in the FOV by holding mouse 1 and scrolling my middle scroll. I think kind of like that. If we scrub through like that, you can see him jump out. And then I'll probably zoom out as a animation type thing, but for now that's okay. Press up to go back to the start, and I will do my secondary character, which is the second scout. Ah! Run back! Ah! No! I did not want to do that. Now, how do I get rid of that? I should have moved back. I should have went back in game and then moved my character back into position and then did everything. So maybe if I would just okay, I did redo wait, I still have these guys. How did I get rid of, I think it was elements. Ah! Okay, let me see. Okay, we shall figure this out ourselves. How do I get rid of the second scout? Never mind. Screw it. I'll figure it out later. So, if I go F11 again, go back in game. I don't want you. Screw it. I'll have a soldier. Blah. Alright. Here we go. Oh, things are a bit dodgy there. But I'll just go F11, record, back to the soldier. So this is what it should have been like. Beep, 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 beep. So that's a Son of Dad-esque rocket jump right there. So it should have, yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll go through that. Let's get a medic in and that's it. So F11, comma, spawn as medic. I probably won't. Alright, here we go. F11, record. Alright. Beep, beep. Go! Follow the soldier. Okay. F11 to stop, and alright. I'm happy with that. So our shot actually just goes up to this time here. So how many seconds is that? 7 seconds. Bam, 7 seconds. Press O to cut it down to that size, and Alt O to make the entire session size that size. So let me turn off the sound in here. What I now want to do is work with the camera. Yes, I want to animate the camera a bit. So I will here, create animation set for new camera. So let's do that. And we have camera 2. So if we have work camera, no, I want camera 2. So okay, so I need to change to one of these modes to change the camera. So here we go. So I need to switch to timeline mode to be able to change my camera. So I'm working with camera 2. You can see I'm going to be animating it. Let's see, where should I start the positioning? I will start it here. I will have the FOV really high up to start. So here we'll start some keyframes. So alright, first keyframes here, so press M. I don't know why this overlaps. Why does this overlap? I will change the layout to motion editing. Yeah, I've got the secondary viewpoint, which is good. Go back to this. Why is this timeline all the way here? Why does it start? Right, is this pan? Haha! Winner! Okay, so and if we scroll up, we can actually enlarge the time scale of what we have. So here we go. So we have them running out. Actually, probably just want it to start. Yeah, I'll start it here. So if we go back to timeline, I'll cut it down. Oop. Undo that. No, let's see. God damn it. Oh, never mind. Don't want to waste your guys' time. So what we have, back to select, get rid of all these checkpoints. So we're going to start off. We'll start off here. M. So that's our first key point. Just like in, you know, any other program. What we're going to have is, if that's camera 2, let's change this to work camera. Camera 2 is going to look like that. Okay. And then I want it to, while they're moving towards us, like that, I want it to move back. So if we were to use our work camera, we can see that's our camera we're going to be animating. If we were to click on it, we can actually move it. We can rotate it. We can move it. So this is rotate. This is move. So here, whatever I move here in my work camera. So this is kind of like an external overview. I am the god in this camera on this right side, and this is what I shall see. So as it starts off like this, that's good, but as they move forward, ideally I would want to move this camera back like this. So let's see. I shall move. This camera's on a kind of a weird angle, so let's kind of move it. Yeah, let's kind of move it back like that. And not only, yeah, so moving back like that. Probably make it move a bit more as well. So not only is it moving back like that, but it will move out, right? Out like this. Okay. So we got this animation of the camera moving. But not only that, I also want to change the FOV. So back to this point, we have field of vision, and we have that field of vision is good where it is at, but at this end point I kind of want it to be, yeah, have it come out a bit more. It's probably a bit too much there. Let's see how it works. So camera is moving back, and at the same time the FOV is decreasing. And yeah, that's okay. So I have animated the camera, I've animated my pupils. Now all I want to do is just add a bit more effect, I guess. So we have lights here. I might want to add some ambient lights. And we have the sun kind of shining down here. But yeah, and the awesome thing about Source Filmmaker is that you can add these extra lights in. So let's try to do that. So we just plus here, add new light. Okay, so we have light 1. I found it kind of hard to work with the lights. Just moving it around is kind of confusing, so I found it easiest just to drag into one of the viewpoints here. So we are now the spotlight. See? We now control the spotlight, and what I want is for the spotlight to be yeah, this light up here. So I will act as the light looking down on my players. So there we go. There's the light. Haha. Now if I were to just act like I was the light bulb, which is like that, it looks a bit awkward. And then let's go back to our work camera. That's just a spotlight. That's pretty lame. We can actually move our light around like so. Here we go. So it's centered. It's still just a pretty dingy spotlight. So what I shall do is we go back into this. I should get these names. Motion editor. I shall. I won't increase. I'll decrease the intensity. I'll increase horizontal FOV and vertical FOV, and I shall decrease intensity a bit. Actually, I want to increase this a bit. There we go. But decrease intensity. Give them some shadows. Shadow attenuation. Oh no, I want a lot. If we remove, let's just scrub this. So yeah, we can see that they have some shadows now, which is pretty cool. Do you want to change the color? Let's make it. That's not doing much. Okay. So yeah, what we now have is this light is actually working as a light. So it's casting off shadows, which is pretty cool. I actually kind of want it to cast shadows along this wall. Probably defying the laws of, you know, light and all that, but I don't really give a crap. So if we were to rotate it there, there should be a. If we move up here, we can see what we're doing. Let's see. Rotate. That should be probably shining down a bit more like that. Now there really should be a... where's that orange circle thing that usually pops up? Okay. Okay, so I'm happy with that one lighting effect. That will be constant. And that just adds a bit more character to how they see light. It's just got so much more shadow and detail adding, especially if you look over here. Yeah, that just looks a bit more fancier. Now, what I also like to do is I want to add kind of a... I want to make this explosion cast off a light as well. So what we shall do is we shall make another light. Bam. New light. And I shall drag that here. And I will go to where the explosion is. So explosion is coming from here. Like that. Right. Yeah. Like that. So back to the work camera. Kind of have a light here. Looks a bit weird. How is it actually doing anything? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's not exactly doing much. Probably want it to be shining upwards like that. No wait. Yeah, there it is. So, I mean, yeah, naturally an explosion would kind of light out like that. Let's just rotate it a bit like that. Now let us mess around with it as well. Light 2, intensity, no, let's just, yeah, more spotlights. I will refrain from using too many lights. It can be pretty lame. So, like in the tutorials, let's make an orangey light here, because the explosion is orange. It's probably a bit too much there. That's probably too orange. There we go, that's a nice volume. Wait, I'm not sure what this volumetric thing does entirely. Oh wait, there it is. Adds volume to it. Duh. Shadow attenuation. Probably don't want it to spark up too much. Like so. Maybe just raise the intensity a bit, and then that looks alright. But what we need to do is actually keyframe the intensity of it. So we go back into our graph editor, and let's just scrub through. So this is when the explosion starts. So naturally we make a key point and we have the intensity all the way down to 0. Next, this is probably the apex of the explosion, so we'll make the intensity go up like so, probably like so, and then it will fade away like that. Oh wait, can I make a keyframe? Yeah, increase and then die out. So we have that light, and we have the... Okay, it might be... We might see more of an effect if we have an extra character running along at that time of the explosion. So let's just go back into our time like this. Let's go back into default, and let's add in a demo man. So F11. Let's make ourselves a demo man. Actually, do we want a demo man or heavy? I will have a demo man. We'll make the second soldier heavy. Okay, so we shall make sure that we record, and then we want our demo man just to be behind the Solly as he does his rocket jump. So and along this wall, bam. Probably a bit unnatural that he stops as the explosion is going, but I don't give a rat's ass. Let's go back into, yeah, go to camera 2, which was, there we go, camera 2, that's what we wanted, and let us scrub through, see how it goes. So actually, our game really should start here, our footage should start here. Okay, they're running out, and so that explosion, yeah, makes him a bit more blurrier. Maybe it would be good if it cast a shadow for him. So let's go back into our motion editing layout. We will go back into light 2 in the graphs. Actually, shadow attenuation. It doesn't cast a shadow actually. My god. Oh god, what did I do just then? Uh-oh. Redo. Did I just... what exactly did I... linear attenuation. Yeah, that's the one that we didn't want to mess around with. Okay. Huh. Don't mess around too much with it. Okay, so let's go back into this mode and let us actually change the direction at which our light is working, so that we might cast a shadow off on our demo man. Go back into the rotation, and okay, so that's where the explosion is. It's kind of like that. It just doesn't give much of a shadow. Shadow attenuation. Intensity? It's just not casting a shadow at all. How about max distance? No, don't want to use that. Oh well, we'll mess around with that some other time. So, let us see what our final... and you probably notice that I like to say us a lot. Oh god, wait. Okay, so the problem right now is that I need to reanimate my explosion. So, there. That should be it. That should be at 0 now. Intensity should be at 0. Should go up around now. And then it should go down right now. So flash. Alright. Let's just go back and see how everything goes with... I'll learn the hotkeys to all these things later, but for now you have got also all this. Yep, looks good, looks good. Have some sound. Maybe we want some... I probably want the camera to move just a bit more. So camera, the curves. So this is... I'll continue everything on. So if I select everything here and I hold down mouse 3. Oh god, what did I do? No, I just want the field of view to move back like that. So it goes like that. Okay. Yep, I'm good with that. Maybe the camera positioning. Might want to move the Y positioning. Yeah, just something like that. Let's just move all these over here as well. Ah, so that's why I was going all over the place. Let's see a random gamble like that. Hey, oh my god, that actually looks pretty damn cool. If it wasn't for that goddamn scout that I had recorded before. If I learn how to delete him, this shot would actually look pretty damn awesome. So, we shall save it. Make sure I don't lose it. Ah, gravel. Save. Now. And now I just export it. Movie settings. MPEG. I'll export it as an AVI because I'll mess around with these in After Effects later anyway. More options, all this stuff. It's pretty much all good. So I shall export it, and let's see how it goes. It only takes 2 minutes, so the quality looks good. I'll cut this first part out. But yeah, it's actually so much easier to use Source Filmmaker than demo UI and smoothing and all that. Actually saved me so much time, and I think this will be the future of frag videos. You know, we've already seen it slightly being used in the Boneyards production competition. It was used by Grid, Otis, and Cube. So that's a good start, and yeah, eventually we'll just see it used for everything, I think. So let's see how this goes. They're all running out. And now we have the spotlight from up top, casting some shadows. Actually, you can actually see the shadows actually being accentuated here and here and over here. And now we have our other characters moving in. A little bit of highlight off the rocket launcher makes it a bit green, and then it's a bit more of a focus on the soldier as he goes to rocket jump, like so. Come on, rocket jump. Okay, so maybe with this new angles we're not going to see as much of that orangey light effect. Yeah, we miss out on that. Oh well. We know that it's there. We all know deep down in our hearts that cool lighting effect was there. And then we keep moving on. And everything looks pretty hunky-dory. Except for this son of a bitch here. God damn it. I will teach you guys how to get rid of him in our next tutorial. So, thanks one and all once again for attending or watching my tutorial as I try to learn how to use Source Filmmaker. And I hope you guys will stick around, because I will be continuing using this. Probably not too much. I'll go through how I'm going to do my special effect, and then I'll go through After Effects, and then we'll see how it all pans out. So I shall see you guys next time. See ya.